up. Doublelift is pushing things in a little bit more. He's gotten a little bit more damage on Captain Jack, but of course, wants Soraka. Actually, I don't know if she has her heal yet. Usually Sorakas don't take heal at 1, do they?
Oh, top lane very pushing. Same Vicious coming in for a gank, and the CV goes off from CLG actually.
Yep.
They CV'd their own top when St. Vicious was ganking to fake the other team out, but Blaze didn't fall for it, and Leopard backed off, or Fantasy Star backed off.
Oh no, but then he went back in once he thought the trouble was gone. Bearstan stuns him, but Riven so hard to catch, actually flashes to escape that. That's kind of interesting. I didn't think a flash was necessary there, but oh no! St. Vicious was trying to recall back and gets caught now with Mundo in the area. Helios and Fantasy Star are both there. I don't think they know Helios is there right now.
Well, Ribbon pushed in when both the jungler and the top was there, so I think she sort of gave it away that I had backup too.
Okay.
I got Mundo right besides
yeah.
me. And Hasha read that, and St. Vicious read that also, and so he just backed off, didn't waste any time. Good play by St. Vicious.
Yep, so we see a Summoner Spell going off for MiG Blaze, so a little bit of an advantage going to CLG on the top lane. On the bottom lane, we actually see that Chowster's been putting a lot more wards than Lustboy has, but with both teams knowing exactly where the jungler is at the time, it's a little bit safe, and yeah, now we see the ward going down in that river bush like you were talking about. So they know that when Udyr is actually going to be able to get to the bottom lane, that ward will be up to be able to see it.
Although Chowster put in a lot of wards, again coming mid, and it felt all... Chowster's been putting in a lot of wards at bottom, but he also took Clairvoyance, so he doesn't need to ward as much, especially with a Clairvoyance and Mundo ganking top more, so I feel like the ward's been wasted at bottom. He didn't need to put in that much ward this early. And Urgot and Soraka getting pushed in by Graves and Sona, which is pretty standard. Once Urgot gets his Brutalizer and Glacial Shroud, he should start winning the lane, but early on, Graves beats Urgot, and Doublelift pushing in the advantage like he should.
A little bit of a dodge there. Doublelift didn't have to do a quick draw dash or anything like that. Just walking out of the way of Captain Jack's noxious charge.
Yeah, we do see Udyr grabbing a Heart of Gold very quickly. That gold for 5 item is going to allow him to get up a lot more money very quickly. And because he is such a quick jungler, he doesn't need any other items to go through it any faster. Going to make him a little bit weak for some of the ganking later on, but it's also going to make him a lot more durable, so he's going to be able to get in the face of whoever he's going to be fighting in case he sees Dr. Mundo in the jungle.
As the game goes on, Mundo is going to be a stronger jungle than Udyr because Mundo does more things late game. So St. Vicious needs to really push in his mid-game advantage, maybe get an early Oracle, maybe force Dragon, or force a 3v3 fight at bottom. If the game goes on without nothing too hectic happening, I think Blaze will have a really good advantage mid-late game due to their comp being stronger, and also St. Vicious is playing Udyr, you're going to be a lot more useless than Mundo mid to late game.
And you were talking about Sona wasting a couple wards, that is Chowster. He didn't have enough money to buy a Philosopher's Stone when he went back, but he did actually buy Boots of Speed instead. Meanwhile, Lustboy did get that Philosopher's Stone, so she's going to be getting a lot more money going through into the mid-game like you're talking about with Udyr.
I like the Boots of Speed because, I mean, sometimes when the Urgot can't quite get a piece of the AD carry, they'll say, all right, well, I'll take the support as an appetizer, and you can see the support player getting picked off by the bottom lane instead. So a little bit extra movement speed is going to be good for getting out of the way if she gets attacked.
Now that Urgot and Soraka have some levels, Graves and Sona can't really push in their advantage. Their last kill timing is going to be when Sona hits 6 with her ult Crescendo, and Graves hits 6 with his ult, and they try to burst one person. That's the only time they'll ever get a kill at bottom. That's the last timing they have left. We'll see if they take advantage of it when they both hit 6.
Fantasy Star seems to be doing okay up here at top. I believe he came to lane with a few potions, of which he's used at least one. Yeah, it looks like he's only used one potion up there, but he's doing pretty well against Olaf so far.
Yep, and he was able to grab the 2 Doran's Blades because he's been able to do some decent trades. He's going to be doing a lot more damage against Olaf if Olaf comes in, and then he is going to be getting a little bit more health. Again, this is the Lulu patch, so it still gives you 100 health per Doran's Blade.
Fantasy Star coming in for a gank mid, but he got spotted by Ward, and he doesn't know, so he's just wasting his time. And he backs up.
Too bad for him. He's going to go back up to the top. Big Fat GG, of course, sees him exit the area, so knows he's going to have to be too cautious. Well, Notice it doesn't have to be any more cautious. This is normal. You always kind of have to be cautious when there's Rise just across the lane from you.
If you look at the CS right now, Olaf is at 55 with Riven at 51. There's only 4 CS difference, but Olaf has a really strong laning phase, even stronger than Riven's, and Hashas didn't press the advantage. He's playing very safe. And also for mid, Lulu has a strong early game as her Q outranges Rise's Q, and Lulu can poke without Rise being able to do anything, but their CS also very similar, 57 at 60. So CLG not really pressing their advantage. They're playing really safe, but they don't have a stronger late game comp, so if the game just flows on, Blaze is going to have an edge. So CLG really needs to make a play, make it maybe a dragon play or the 3v3 gank bottom. But Urgot and Soraka knows CLG's coming bot, so they called for Mundo. It's going to be a 3v3 fight.
Yeah.
And Urgot and Soraka are going to be in a better position for this fight.
Oh, there's the flash crescendo going down on Lustboy. The bear stance as well. Is Lustboy going to get away? It's so hard to kill Soraka. Now they're turning on Chowster. Chowster is going to go down to Mundo. They're turning on St. Vicious now as well. Will they be able to get the lock on? The flash goes down. I think those two are going to escape. And both the mids coming down as well, chasing each other through the jungle at this point as well. And it looks like all of CLG is going to... No, Fantasy Star is even here too, while Olaf is still back up top. And MiG Blaze is going to take this opportunity while part of the team is dead and part of the team is scared off to get a free dragon.
Exactly what I said. CLG wanted to force a 3v3 fight bottom, and Mundo saw the gank coming, so he came in and he was ready to respond to the gank, and Blaze came out on top.
Yeah, if it was a 2v3 or 3v2 in favor of CLG, attacking Soraka might have been a good decision in that place, but when they used Crescendo on Soraka, it was kind of wasted for when Mundo came in, and with the hyperkinetic position reverser, they were able to put CLG out of position and actually give the first blood to MiG Blaze.
By the way, we did see an example of exactly what Loco Doco was telling us before the game about how Graves can just dodge things. He dodged the noxious gas, he dodged the acid hunter as well, so taking as little damage as possible from that. And the battle resumes here in the bottom. Of course, we do have Urgot still only with, he hasn't got back to buy yet, but he's going to have some money in the bank with that assist and all the creeps he's been killing.
Pasha went Doran Shield versus Riven, which means he's having a very hard time in lane. He really shouldn't be having a hard time in lane versus Riven, but Fantasy Star, a very strong Riven player, and he's showing he knows the champ inside and out, being able to win counter lanes such as Olaf.
Yeah, we saw the last time that Hotshot went back, he was actually at half health and almost no mana. Meanwhile, Fantasy Star was up over 80% health, so he is being pressured a lot. He did have to grab that Doran Shield and also the Ninja Tabby to be able to get the extra movement speed to get away from Riven. And hopefully
Helios.
get away from Mundo. Nice dodge there.
Dodges the infected briefcase, which would have slowed him down.
Very good play by Hasha right there. Mundo ulted trying to force Hasha to use his ult also to try to escape from Mundo, but Hasha dodged the cleaver, and then he did the true damage thing and the Q, so Mundo was forced to back off.
Yeah, very nice play. He didn't actually lose any health other than the health from his abilities, so he is able to stay in lane when Mundo was trying to muscle him out completely.
And Urgot now is the Brutalizer. Brutalizer is a stronger early game item than what the standard AD carry would get, such as BF swords. So Urgot is going to have an advantage over Graves right now, even though he's behind on gold due to him having less BF.
Uh-oh, Rise goes in for an attack on Big Fat GG, but gets turned into a cute animal period for a small period, and is not able to continue his assault. Helios has snuck into the bush here. I don't think he has been seen. Chowster and Doublelift are in danger, and they don't know it. Doublelift, if he gets any closer, I think he's going to get jumped on. There he goes. Captain Jack going behind him. They can do all kinds of damage. He's going to position reverser and back out of safety. And Doublelift gets exhausted and completely annihilated. Urgot gets the kill. Wow, Blaze is doing an excellent, excellent job. They're pulling off these ganks magnificently.
Yeah, Urgot was behind by about 5 CS, not a big deal at the time, but he was up by an assist, and now he's up by a kill as well. So really, really nice job by Captain Jack in the bottom lane, not even having to use heal yet because of just the 3v2 or the 3v3 ganks that have been occurring. Just really, really nice communication by MiG Blaze, able to once again pass the blue buff to Ambition in the middle, so he's going to be able to go back, heal, buy a few more items, and then be able to spam to try to level up that tier of the goddess as much as possible moving into the middle of the game.
Urgot actually flashed forward to try to swap Sona, but Towster kept his distance while Doublelift was way to forward position, and he got swapped instead of Sona.
Yeah, that was pretty cool of him to basically lead the way and then be able to swap him back out as soon as he got past, so he was able to get maximum damage. Doublelift back in lane now, trying to farm himself back up. Fantasy Star is... Oh, never mind.
14 minutes into the game, and Towster still doesn't have a gold for 5 items. He's going to be very, very behind as the game goes on.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, he's gone... Yeah, he still has the Fairy Charm. He went for Ruby Crystal. That's interesting. I guess he's kind of started 2 gold per 5s. He started the Heart of Gold and started, of course, the Philosopher's Stone, but hasn't completed either. That's kind of interesting that he started both. Probably just a factor of when he had to go back. He only had a certain amount of money.
I'm pretty sure Towster wanted to finish his Philosopher's Stone, but he realized with the Philosopher's Stone, he's going to be a very easy target for Urgot. So he built Ruby Crystal to boost his HP somewhat.
We also see that Lost Boy was able to get a Vision Ward within the bushes of CLG, and that actually made it so it was impossible for Chowster to put any wards, which made that previous gank actually possible to occur. When there's no wards in the bushes, Doublelift was a little bit more aggressive than he should have been, and that's how he got caught out.
Hotshot GG has a moment here by himself to contemplate a situation, get some free kills. But Riven's going to come back in just a moment, going around through the river to double check. And we're getting some pings down on the bottom here, actually, which is interesting since there's nothing really going on there. There's a couple in middle.
Well, they see that Graves is in the middle, so that the AD is missing for CLG at the bottom lane, meaning that they might actually be trying to catch MLG Blaze off guard, or MLG can actually set up a gank or some sort of surprise waylay when Graves does try to return to the bottom lane.
Well, Riven also went Brutalizer, which is a more early game focused item. I'm surprised he didn't go Bloodthirster as he was winning his lane already, and Brutalizer wouldn't really change that either way. You would go Brutalizer if you wanted to stomp the lane, or if you were actually losing the lane and you needed some damage.
I like that St. Vicious has gone for the early Oracles on his Udyr. I think I see him get early Oracles on Udyr a lot, and it's going to be really, really helpful. Oh, having to back out there. 3v3 situation, but it can be really helpful to clear out those wards, make sure that your opponent doesn't have much vision going on.
Oh, now Dragon is up, and I think MiG Blaze is preparing for a 4v4 fight at Dragon.
Yep, Lulu is out of position here, so if they can get it quick, they will not be able to contest it. It looks like St. Vicious wants to go in here, soaks up some damage, soaks up the position reverser, and has to flash out. Crescendo goes down on everyone, and they cannot capitalize with Lulu not quite there yet. Well, and Lulu not being as strong as Rise either. They cannot capitalize on that situation, and now CLG forced to use another flash to escape. It looks like they are not going to lose anyone here, but they lose the Dragon, and they're forced out of position.
Yeah, during that Dragon fight, Olaf and Riven were actually having a little bit of engagement as well. And while you said Riven was winning the lane, she was actually losing that fight quite considerably. So the Brutalizer was a good choice, but not quite good enough in that situation. She was forced to go home, allowing Olaf to completely take the top turret for CLG.
Yep, so Riven lost the tower as she's been roaming a lot. Now Hotshot GG has a chance to roam the lane while Riven has to stake. So to make sure Hotshot GG can't farm, Hotshot can push the lane and go help somewhere else.
Yeah, Riven also has gone pretty much all damage, whereas Olaf has gone